Some would call it swag, some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. But when you're good, it's not bragging. And elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Fighting Irish, South Bend, Indiana, beneath the Golden Dome and Notre Dame Stadium. As we'll see, the number 14 team in the country, the Alabama Crimson Tide, taking on the 19th ranked team in the land, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. Notre Dame lining up to kick off and get this one started. On the move from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. They go to the ground. Able to pick up a couple before he's dragged down at the 19.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Finds his tight end. Brings him to the open. He's brought down at the 29 after a 10-yard gain. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, that's exactly right. Find the guy who's open, because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, let him do the rest.
Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
Out of the gun to give to the back. Running to Green. And they're getting it rolling with that play to the 42-yard line.
And already this guy is leaving his mark on this game. Opening drive, back-to-back runs where he's found a way to get positive yards. He was able to pick up the first on that last carry. They should keep feeding him the football. The more success they have, it's going to open up the play-action game.
Alabama rolling quickly downfield, set up with another first down. Takes the handoff. It's Price. Crosses the 40, gets it down to the 35 before he stopped, a gain of 6.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
Really good-looking run. You know, you think about the legacy Alabama has at the running back position. It's ridiculous. Mark Ingram won a Heisman, obviously. Derrick Henry, Josh Jacobs. I'm going to go back to Sean Alexander, who I played against back in the day, too. All these guys had speed. All these guys had vision and quickness. And this guy right here, he has all of those traits himself. Just another big-time talent in the Crimson Tide backfield.
That offensive line grabbing and holding on, and they'll back up and try it again. This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Johnson wants to throw it. Pressure coming. With the catch, it's Lewis. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
Offense walks through the line for play number 7 of the drive. Trying to make that rush think on the draw play here. The draw draws nothing except a swarm of tacklers. He stopped immediately.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run. They knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
What a start by this defense. That is exactly what you need, man. They've been a little bit hit or miss. They've been a little bit up and down. But to start the game on a high note, get the good mojo going, great start for this defense.
They'll run it out of the shotgun. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Nice job by the defense, seeing the run, pulling the trigger, getting downhill, and stopping the running back for no gain.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. He wants to change this route. Dropping back, it's Carr. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete. Notre Dame facing a 3rd and long, trying to keep this drive alive. From the gun, wants to pass. A strike downfield. Nice job to pick up the 1st down, and they'll spot it at the 42.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
Defense didn't maintain its discipline there, and they get into the neutral zone. It'll cost them 5 yards. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. To the ground with the back. Just enough room to gain a couple down to the 34.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
The Irish come to the line facing 2nd and short. Finds his man. It's Williams. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down.
Now, you've seen the evolution of these slot receivers. They're just matchup nightmares. They're hard to get your hand on. A lot of times, they're off the football. You can't jam them. These guys are so productive, and offenses really feature their best players most time in those slot positions. On the option. The pitch. They get him
game stopped at the 26, but boy, that was an attitude run, a pickup of 6.
This offense is going to challenge the defense with their assignment football in the option game, and they're doing it here early in the first quarter. Great job by the quarterback, making all of his reads. Nobody accounting for the pitch guy, so you flip it out to him, and a nice gain offensively here. And this is something the defense now is going to have to contend with for the rest of the game, trying to stop this option attack.
Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. Running back searching for a hole. Blast his way ahead, but not much room. A pickup of 1 to the 24. It has been all defense all the time in the early going as we wrap up the first quarter, and the stats certainly reflect that. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm here in the second. So they go back to work after the break, and it is 3rd down. Oh, the defense moved in there too quickly. You think it's never going to work until it does, and that'll be a 1st down. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Notre Dame will get things started with a fresh set of downs. They'll move the wide receiver. Caught in the backfield, it's Washington. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. An ill-advised play by that defender as he makes contact with the quarterback well after the throw, and it'll cost his defense. And guys, bringing the heat is what any defense is about, but you have to stop short of making that official reach for his flag. The give to the back. Lowers that shoulder, delivers the blow. And he'll take this into the end zone, but hang on just a second. Flag down. Let's see what this is about. Take it off the board and back it up. This penalty will wipe away the touchdown. On 1st and goal, Notre Dame will try to get it in the end zone. To the air, it's Carr. Throws for the tight end. And the defense making a play, getting a hand on that pass.
Great awareness by that defender that time. Seeing the ball thrown, getting his big paw, knocking it down, and now you set up 2nd down.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. The run up the middle, trying to steamroll his way in. Gets it into the end zone, but there's a flag down. We'll see if this one is coming back. Maybe a momentary scare for that offense when they saw the flag. It's on, the defense declined, and the touchdown stands. And the kick is good, but there's a penalty flag, and I think it's going to be roughing the kicker. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. Not going to get a return here. They'll bring it out to the 25 as the kickoff sails through the back of the end zone. Looking to throw on 1st down. Pocket breaking down. And the Heat gets there. And they get him down at the 14-yard line.
Man, a lot of coaches talk about starting the drive positive and first play that can get you going. The QB just kept backing up and going backwards, and that is not the start to the drive they were looking for.
Wants to go up top. Not in lockstep there with the receiver.
And how loud is it in this building. This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved when I'm on defense because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
It's a draw. Turning it on. The 40. Running inside the 20. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Crimson Tide.
Man, it's easy to call plays when I got guys like this who can take the ball and rip it 70-plus to the house. How about the speed? He showed you a little bit of wiggle. This dude's got it all. Nice touchdown run by the running back.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. Boston College stomped a mud hole en route to a double-digit win, and they did it outside of Chestnut Hill. That speaks to the way this coach has galvanized this team and the direction this program is headed. All that speculation all week, and now we know. But something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Under fire. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
Back to throw, it's Carr. Safe completion on the screen. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
And listen, I know that wasn't a huge gain. It was positive, but I like doing more of that in today's college football. I'm just going to try to give my playmakers a chance to do damage in space away from all the big boys inside.
The Irish will need to move the sticks on 3rd and long to keep this drive going. From the gun, wants to pass. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Bringing it back. Touchdown Tide! And what a turn of events as this defense gets the pick six.
How about the middle linebacker making a great play? He drops in his zone, eyes on the quarterback. He sees the quarterback throw the football, breaks on it perfectly, steps in front, and takes it all the way to...
And it's blocked. That's a live ball. He can take it back for 2. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick six, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick six and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out, not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Back to pass. It's Carr. Got a man. It's Smith. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. Notre Dame has made this 2nd down play much more difficult after going backwards. Looking to fire. Quick strike complete. Using the pads, using the stiff arm, using all kind of strength to get it across the 25 to the 26. Notre Dame facing a 3rd and long, trying to keep this drive alive. Making side adjustments here. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. He makes a catch. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
They'll try the run. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Yeah, I think the running back kind of went rogue on that last running play. I'm not sure it was designed to go that direction. He tried to make it happen on his own, and unfortunately...
Hey, Joe, I'm going to need to pause for halftime, about 5 minutes, all right?
Notre Dame has made this 2nd down play much more difficult after going backwards. Wide receiver comes in motion. Trying play action. Looking to the big tight end. It's incomplete, and that also might be what is called a learning experience and one this freshman got away with.
As a quarterback, this is going to be a very tough game. You're going up against one of the top 20 units in the entire country. They know who your primary target is. They're going to be keying on him just like they did that last time, forcing the incompletion.
On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. He fires to the left side. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play.
And this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Makes the quick grab. At midfield, he's got room. He goes out of bounds across the 25, marking at the 24, and this defense, its head is spinning. They've got it 1st and 10 from the 25. Grab behind the line. It's Lewis. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this 1st down, so you find the tight end, see if you can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Johnson looking to throw. Almost intercepted. It'll fall incomplete. The defense almost came up with a turnover.
Man, the defense is making it tough on this quarterback early. They already have an interception. They almost came away with another one there. They're doing a great job reading his eyes and breaking on the ball.
The volley cheers going on high. And here comes the Thunder being shaken down on 3rd down. Quick pass to the left, trying to get it to the marker. Touchdown, Alabama! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined.
I'm going to have to pause it right now, Joe. I'll be right back.
Down there and make the stop at the 19.
Okay, John, ready.
They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Linebackers trying to create some confusion. That may not look like a huge run, but they'll take it as it gets them up to the 24.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for you.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Fires to the big fella. Dragged down at the 30 after a 5-yard gain. They'll rush to the line. Clock stopped for the first down. They'll set the chains and wind the clock. Quarterback making adjustments. Looking to throw, it's Carr. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. 2nd down coming.
This offense just has to find a way to find a rhythm here. They're playing at home, and they want this crowd to stay involved and be an asset in the game, but they need to start making plays. They can't keep throwing incompletions this early.
So now it's 2nd and long. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Makes the catch. It's Williams. And he's able to shed one tackle, but still just a very short gain. And Jesse, you have a slot receiver like this. He can create matchup nightmares for a defense.
No doubt about it, Reese. And him and this quarterback, they really are on the same page. He's so deliberate with his route running. The quarterback knows exactly where he's going to be and when he's going to be there, and that's why they're so tough to stop.
Complete. He'll have enough for the first down, and they stop him at the 45. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Notre Dame coming to the line with another first down. Looking downfield on first down. He's going to let it go. And they won't make the connection going for the big play.
This is going to be a tough situation for the offense here. Late in the first half, they're trying to find a way to generate some points before going into the locker room, but the defense is ready for it. So the windows are not going to be very big, especially when you're trying to attack vertically like they did on that last one. Downfield completions are going to be tough to come by.
Back to throw, it's Carr. Right on target this time. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. So that penalty is going to cost them the first down as they back up, and now it's 2nd down. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Caught over the middle. It's Smith. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. Gonna let it fly. It's incomplete, and they tried to get one on the board before the break and couldn't quite make the connection. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Ready to start the second half. Alabama will kick it off. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Here come the Irish back on offense. Those two first-half turnovers really damaging, and the primary reason they find themselves trailing to start the third quarter.
And this is...
There he goes. Past the 50. He's at the 40. And that tackle almost certainly saved the touchdown after he ripped off a huge gain.
Every time he touches the ball, you can feel the excitement from this home crowd because, Palmer, he can go the distance with that game-breaking speed.
You're right, David. He's a special talent. I'll tell you, these fans, they come here to see this guy play because he has game-breaking speed. Stuff you can't coach. You saw it on that play.
And listen, as a quarterback, you're trying to find the matchup, trying to find who's open. I don't know if anybody was open, but that was not a greatly thrown football. I don't know if it was miscommunication, but the ball thrown out of bounds and just on to the next down.
They're dealing with a second and long. Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. Hands it off. Tough sledding there as he picks up one to the 29.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
The Irish will need to move the sticks on third and long to keep this drive going. Looking to pass. It's Carr. Hauls it in. The change will move, and they'll have first and 10 from inside the red zone at the 18.
It's really hard when you get in those predictable situations. Defenses are sitting on the sticks. Receivers have to understand where that first down marker is. Heads up play, nose for the first down marker. Get in there and get it.
This Notre Dame offense carving it up. They're working with another first down. Caught behind the line. It's Washington. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Well, they're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Leaves it with the running back. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
It's complete to the right. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down.
Oh, you know, that's one as a quarterback. You've thrown the completion, and you're like, dude, can you just turn around and make one guy miss and go get the first? Or can you just stretch out and get the first down? You need your guys to have a little bit more awareness where they are in the field on that play. And even though they got the completion, it's not enough to pick up the first. And now you're staring fourth down right in the face.
Looking for a push on fourth down. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs.
I like it. This defense plays aggressive on fourth and short, and they are rewarded. Figured they would run the football. They did. Nice job getting some penetration and stopping that fourth down play.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game.
I think a trait of a running back that you really look for is a guy that can bust tackles. Man, a guy that can make something out of nothing when it's not there. And just a really good job breaking the tackle, continuing to keep the play alive, and never quit.
The give on the inside. Finds a little bit of space, gets 3 to the 22. Shaking down thunder from the sky. That's what they're doing here on 3rd down. The Crimson Tide comes to the line with the 1st and 10. Johnson wants to throw it. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Now here on 2nd down, see if they keep tossing it around. From the gun, give on the inside. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. He gets it out to the 28-yard line, not enough to pick up the 1st down. Looks as if the Tide will punt it away. Finally sending out a punter in this one. Got to make sure they earn their letter. Oh, this is a bad, bad shame. Didn't get quite as much as they had hoped out of that one, and the offense will be in business. I think they're going to mark it around the 40-yard line. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. You could probably question the decision to pass on a field goal last time, and they came up empty on that previous drive.
I just think in this offense, it's going to come down to critical down and distances, right? Down in the red zone, 3rd down, 4th down. I like them being aggressive. They just got to do a better job executing.
Yeah, and they kind of know what the defense gave them last time. So let's be more aggressive and take advantage of that defense on this drive.
Leaves it with the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
Notre Dame trying to keep this drive moving on 2nd and short. Back to pass, it's Carr. Incomplete. Man, is he lucky to get that one back. Defense that close to an interception.
This is a top 25 defense, guys. One of the best units in the entire country. They're so good situationally, and they understand the importance of getting leads early, making the offense predictable, having to throw in these types of situations so they can adjust accordingly. And that's what they're doing right now. Their coverage is being dictated by the scoreboard. They're going to make it really, really hard on this quarterback here in the 2nd half to throw any completions.
Offense has gained momentum with 3rd down conversions like that. They've got it at the 25. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these 3rd down situations.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Quarterback making checks. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Got it in the middle. It's Washington. And they'll move the chains with the 1st down. That might be it for the 3rd quarter. So Alabama takes the lead into the quarter break. 3 quarters are in the books. Time becomes a factor both in trying to hold the lead or cut into it as we take a look at the stats. Here comes the fourth. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Goes to the option. Now the toss. Got some room in under the goal line. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. Great job by the back on the option.
And that's why it's so tough to stop an option offense in plays like this, because defensively you've got to be so good with your assignments. Someone needs the dot, someone needs the quarterback. Who's got the pitch man? That time nobody on defense had the answer.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. They still have the lead here, Jesse, but this will be a good time to put together a drive.
You're right, Reese. You can't rest easy right now. You just watch the opponent drive down the field and score a touchdown of their own, so you've got to answer that here. Your playmakers better step up.
And I don't know what it is about momentum. In all the locker rooms and all the years, coaching, everything, you can't quantify it, you can't measure it. And the momentum has swung to the other side. You got to get it back.
The Crimson Tide could get very aggressive here on 2nd and inches. Johnson looking to throw. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. Snags it at the 30 and still running. Off to the races. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Bama! They extend the lead here in the 4th, and after stumbling early, about to push their record to 3-1. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, one of the biggest games of the week is playing out right now. Let's check in on this top 25 battle. Rutgers is currently ahead in this one. The folks in Piscataway have been in a frenzy all week, but they're in the birthplace of college football. This one is close. They're up by a field goal over Michigan State. Never know what's going to happen in the ACC, and we'll circle back if anything develops you should know about.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Here come the Irish back on offense. Things had not gone the way they had planned, but maybe an opportunity to salvage this bumpy ride so far and avoid the upset. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Going for the big play. And it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on 1st down.
One of the biggest reasons today why this offense is losing in the game is they haven't been able to get it going throwing the football. This guy still has not thrown a touchdown pass. They thought coming into this game they were going to have tons of success throwing it, but you got to give the defense credit. They watched the film. They've been mixing up their looks defensively, trying to confuse this quarterback, and again, on that last deep shot, it falls incomplete.
Give to the running back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
I think at this point of the game now in the second half, down by as many points as they are, it's going to be really hard for the offense to sprinkle in the run. They tried it there. It didn't work. I think you got to be thinking about the passing game now and start trying to identify playmakers out on the perimeter of the field that can get you back in this game.
Looking for a man. It's Carr. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that 3rd down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You've got to be able to make that play.
Notre Dame lining up to punt it away. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Oh, and now the ball has been knocked free. Oh, the offense lucky to fall on that loose football.
All right, let's go return, guys. You've got to do a better job with ball security. You know these coverage unit teams, they got 50-yard runs at you. They're coming in with a big head of steam. You're not making a miss. You've got to have two hands on the ball.
They'll go to the ground. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7.
Well, the offense has the lead, and we call this 4-minute offense. This is a situation that teams around the country practice, having to lead late in the game and needing to ice it by running the football and throwing high-percentage passes.
They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. Looking to move the chains. They throw it complete to the left. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. Boy, the defense really needed to get off the field there, and they just couldn't do it, and it's a fresh set of downs.
Man, that hurts. When you're trailing late in the ball game, you need those stops, and you get them to 3rd down. You get them to those critical points on how they get the 1st down. You don't have many left. You better get aggressive.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
The give to the running back from the shotgun. Gets it past the marker. At the 20, he's got space. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. As they push that lead out, a really good opportunity to get back in the win column. Boy, did he just scorch that defense for that score.
He shows you all of it, Reese. He's got the speed, he's got the agility. This dude's a big-time playmaker. You just give him the ball, and he'll find different ways to kill you on different plays.
And the extra point right down the boulevard is there now, up 20 in the 4th. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd.
14.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. Weeks like this are tricky, but you have to respond better than they have, and I would expect they'll take a major hit in the ring. Oh, he's got some space. And they make the tackle, but the official has tossed his flag. So the big gain, all for naught, brought back due to the laundry on the field, and they'll try it again. Use the play fake, now to throw. Looking down the middle. Fires it beautifully in on the crosser.
Here's the deal. You're down 3 possessions. You know, it doesn't feel likely they're going to come back and win, but we've seen crazier stuff happen in college football. It all starts with a big completion on a 2-minute drive. They'll get the momentum started in your direction.
Looking for a man. It's Carr. He's got him. And the explosiveness, the big gainer gets it to the 49-yard line.
Nice job by the wide receiver getting open on that slant route against man coverage. He fakes like he's going to the outside. He's able to create some separation, cross his face, and then secures the catch.
It'll be a 1st down from the 49-yard line. Might be changing the route. To the air on 1st down. It's complete on the right side. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a 1st down.
Man, a great job by the QB finding the running back, get him the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the 1st down.
From the gun, running back on the move.
Well, I understand they're trying to catch the defense off guard by running the football, expecting them to be in some kind of zone coverage, but you're
Good game,
late
Joe.
in the game. You're going to have to throw to win it, and that's what I'd expect them to do on this next play.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Back to pass. Fires to the tight end. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
You got to like this defense, man. All game long, great job tackling the football. Like, you throw it on the perimeter, they're coming up. They're not giving the run after the catch of these receivers. A lot of times you see so much damage done after the catch. This defense has been dialed in, and the big play has been a non-issue.
Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm fine you.
They keep pushing forward, now back to work on 2nd and goal from the 6. Looking to throw, it's Carr. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
And it's going to be hard for this offense, man. They've struggled to pass the football down the field to make these explosive plays, and now huge deficit. Got to make them. Got to find a way to push the ball down the field to create some explosive plays.
Touchdown, Irish! Fit it in the window for the score.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
And they did tack on that extra point with no problem. They're set to kick it off. Do you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Running out the clock, a mere formality between them and a victory as we have victory formation coming. And they'll take a knee on 4th down, happy with their performance so far, and they'll turn it over in the waning moments. How much fun was that? I mean, you just dream of having games like that every time you go into the booth. I'll watch those two teams play anytime.
Yeah, that's what's fun about good teams. Really good teams squaring off like